Hello everyone, this is Mike, BigBaitPosse, and welcome back to the channel. Got a short video for you today. It's on something I did over the winter to my Hobie PA12, sort of helped me with lake fishing situation. But we'll go over here right quick. Thanks for watching. So over the winter, I made the leap and decided to put a motor on a Hobie PA12 lake fish out of, and I'm just going to show that setup that I've got on the boat for the motor. It's a real simple setup. It's exact copy of what Josh Sharp from Bass and Beer does with his. So we'll go over it right quick. Starting with the motor, went with the Nk180 Pro, and I went with the Tim Percy mount instead of going with the Hobie mount. One thing about the Tim Percy mount is it doesn't come with any instructions on putting it together. But it's really pretty simple. One piece of advice I'll give you is with the Tim Percy mount, there's no way around it. You've got to mount the Newport bracket to the Tim Percy mount before you can mount the Tim Percy mount to the kayak. There's no way to get the bolts tightened on the Newport unless you mount the Newport to the Tim Percy first. So ordered that online from Tim Percy. Works out pretty good. One thing to note on that mount is there's a cover for the rudder. For this Tim Percy mount, you will remove that cover for the rudder controls and you will leave it off. So underneath here, underneath this mount is just the rudder control. Going on back here, looking at the motor, I ran mine all the way down in the lake. One thing you'll notice is I've got a foil on mine, and I put a foil on it because this boat doesn't really want to turn very sharp, and I wanted to cut down on cavitation, and the foil helps that. I bought that from Big Bass Chris. He's on Facebook. He makes them. This is two pieces, so it's bolted on. You don't have to remove any wires from the motor or anything like that to get this on. It just bolts on the shaft of the motor. It's working good so far. Another thing you'll notice on these Nk180 Pros, these little pins, they're hard to keep up with. So what I did was I tied I think that's a 65-pound piece of braid from the mount back to the little pin to sort of keep from losing that carter pin. Did that on each side. And then I ran my motor up-down cord where I raised my motor up and down on my right-hand side since I'm right-handed. I just ran it from, put a carabiner clip on there to make it easy, and ran it through that eyelet, and then ran it up here through the eyelet on the paddle holder. Then I ran up here to a pulley. I just cable tied a stainless steel pulley, ran it through that pulley, just sort of keep it clean. On up here to another big carabiner. That's a 75-pound carabiner. It'll hold 75 pounds to a Night Eyes cam carabiner. This is a 2mm, 5mm carabiner. So when you pull this to raise the motor, that cam just catches the rope and holds your motor up. So it does really well. I like it a lot. And it's easy to work with one hand. On this side, I've done the same thing with my reverse on my motor. The carabiner through an eyelet, and then it runs up here to the paddle holder eyelet and runs right along the edge of the rail to another pulley, through that pulley up here to another identical setup on this side. 9 eyes, cam, cleat, and a carabiner, or a cam carabiner. So this is for reverse. On the controller, I mounted it on the left-hand side of the boat. I just wanted it on the left. One thing I didn't like on it, well, before I get into what I didn't like, is I mounted it on this is a Hobie adapter plate. I just mounted it straight to an adapter plate. So it just clamps on and it can be removed. One thing I don't like about Newport's controller is you can see here there's a little groove cut for the cord, but the cord flops around. It's not stiff in that. And I was afraid of it getting pinched or breaking, so I ran a piece of Velcro here to run that cord through to sort of hold it in place. And I attach it here to the controller cord, and the controller cord goes all the way back here. My black pack sits here, and this lays beside the black pack, and it just hooks into the motor back here. For the power, what I did is I use the Anderson plugs on my battery box. Newport sends this kind of cord with their motor. Let me show you that. Newport sends this kind of cord with their motor. It's really long cord, and it's got the battery. These are not clamps, they're just eyelets that go into the battery post, and then an Anderson plug to plug in at the motor. And this was a lot of cord. I didn't like it really, and I didn't like having to fiddle with these, mounting these things to the post of the battery box every single time. So what I did is I went ahead and bought an Anderson plug off of Amazon, and this Anderson plug was 2 feet long. It was just a hair short, and I wanted it longer, so I got some more 8-gauge cord and just spliced it with connectors and put shrink wrap on it, and then wrapped it in tape. So that's working out real good. I like it, just plugging it in and going. For a battery box, I got this off of Amazon. This is a, let me move it where we can see it. This is a OKLPF portable battery box. It's a 12-volt battery box. This battery that's in this box is a Redodo 24-volt 50 amp hour, the battery. The battery box has got on and off power switch. It's got a USB and a charging port. It's got a cigarette lighter port. It's got a breaker, reset breaker. Here's the on and off switch. It's got a meter, tells you how much battery you got, how many volts. And on the back side of the battery box, it's got 2 charging post connectors, which I like. But this is real easy setup, simple. I like to keep it simple. The battery box rides right there the whole time. Black pack goes behind it. Plenty of storage. But it works out really good. I just wanted to show you a little bit of what I did. Still adjusting on my motor height and my trim. I've got it trimmed out just a hair. I'm actually in the second hole. I rode it in the first hole for a while, then just moved it to the second. And also I've done a Boondocks rudder upgrade, which I'm hoping will help it turn a little bit faster. I want to be able to turn a little bit faster than what I'm turning. This boat doesn't like turning to the left very well, and I'm trying to correct that a little bit. But there it is, guys. I hope that helps somebody out. I wanted to show you what I've done with the motor, and some of you probably don't even know I was running a motor, but running a motor on my lake boat, not on the river. Probably won't do it on the river. I like paddling on the river. It's peaceful, quiet, and it's what I've always done. I really like it right now. So, but this is a game changer on the lake. This motor and forward-facing sonar has made a big difference for me on the lake this year. So, but stay tuned for the video on this Boondocks rudder. I'm going to take it out this week and try it on the lake and see if it'll help me turn this boat a little bit better. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.